government is lying to us about the war in Iran, there's never any justification for starting this war. And I don't know exactly why they wanted to, but one of the constant underlying reasons is that a big chunk of our economy is propped up by the military-industrial complex. So every 10 or 20 years or so, we need to justify why we spend all this money on bombs and weapons and military contracts. And you don't need those contracts and those weapons unless you need something to use them on. So we create things to use them on. But our country is often the bad guy doing illegal and horrible stuff, and they're constantly lying to us about why they're going to war. How do I know that? Because of history. They lied about Vietnam. They lied about Nicaragua. They lied about Colombia. They lied about Iraq twice. They lied about Afghanistan. They lied about Palestine. A lot of people won't see those patterns. Your dad has what psychologists have called advanced pattern recognition brought on by childhood emotional abuse. I learned to recognize patterns in behaviors because that's how I kept myself safe in an emotionally abusive household. Now, the problem is a lot of people don't have those pattern recognition skills, and I'm going to try my damnedest to give you as much of a safe and healthy childhood as I can. That means I'm going to have to teach you those pattern recognition skills, which is going to be a lot of work so you don't get duped by propaganda. A lot of people simply don't see the pattern of how our government has lied to us about every war we've been in for the last 80 years. It can be really frustrating. Why can't everyone see this pattern? Why can't we just fix what's wrong? Why can't we make a government that actually serves us? Why can't we hold people accountable for their patterns of behavior? A lot of people either can't or choose not to see and acknowledge those patterns. So one of the things that we have to do is not scream into the void begging people to see what we see better. We have to play to win the game. We have to get people in office that will actually do what's right. We have to play the game of politics and undo this system that they've built up together. We have to community organize and bring people into coalition with us. We have to build community brick by brick and person by person. It's not enough to see the patterns and scream into the void. Why can't everyone else see what's happening? We have to acknowledge that a lot of people aren't going to see what's happening. And we have to find a way to lead regardless, or else we're going to continue to be a society propped up by a military-industrial complex, needing to create a war every 10 or 20 years to justify our investment, where our tax dollars are helping our government be one of the biggest villains in the history of civilization. We want a country that doesn't kill millions of innocent civilians just because we can. And we need justification for how much we invest in our military-industrial complex. We need to create effective action and not just scream into the void. Why can't everyone else see this?